Okay, it's your Friday, February 28th update. We're sponsored today by Kittner Modular Homes. They've been nice to come along with us for the last month. If anybody else would like to sponsor, please get in touch with me because their sponsorship ends today, as of right now, as far as I know. Let's talk about the weather. And one of the things I want to talk about is some of the remarks. Now, I'm getting hammered because I talked about a snowstorm, or the possibility of a snowstorm, I should say. And again, that's what I say. It's a possibility. I see things that other models don't see. If you're going to follow the models, well, then you don't really need me because you believe in the models. And how often are the models right? Not much, right? Okay. So what I do is I look at all the stuff, I make an opinion, and I stick with it. The problem with this is we're in the March, and March is a crazy month. Things are changing. Temperatures are changing. Wind patterns are changing. I'm not here to sensationalize snowstorms. I have nothing to gain by it. So to say something like that, I hate to say it, is completely stupid. I'm not a TV station or a radio station and I'm getting paid. I don't get paid. I have a sponsor once in a while. That's it. I asked for a donation, but I've been doing this for 10 years. If you think I make enough to cover my expenses, it's not even close. You're not even close. Think about how many hours a day I spend doing this, how many videos I make per year, all the information I have to go look over. There's no way. So that's my contention is if you ain't got anything good to say, don't say anything, okay? Because you really, you know, it's an insult to an extent. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here is what I look at. These are ensembles. An ensemble shows a storm over here next week, the end of the week, I should say. Now, most of the models show it back here. What it does is it shows the cold air coming down in the trough, but it leaves the energy back here. If that's the case, there is no snowstorm. Okay, I'm the first one to admit it. But I think that they haven't got the information. I think through the weekend they'll figure it'll come together and then this will be over here. Okay? It's just my opinion. It's just my forecast, okay? And a big snowstorm, I don't know if it's a big snowstorm, but there will be areas that'll get hit pretty good, the mountains especially, that I can tell you right now, because there'll be a mix at the worst. There'll be a mix. There'll be rain to snow. Okay, but models are showing it back here literally means that there's going to be nothing. And that's my opinion. Again, that's what a forecaster does, that they see things that models don't see. I see it, something being off the coast here. Now, we're having said that, let's take a look. Okay, first of all, tonight you can see temperatures ahead of the cold front, which is going to come through, where temperatures are in the 40s. In some areas have dropped down into the 30s. This is around midnight. As we go through the nighttime hours, as we get towards morning, whoop, too fast. You can see here by the morning hours, let's see here, this is around 4 a.m. You can see the cold air starting to seep into Erie. Ahead of the front, temperatures are still around 40. We just moved this out a little bit, and this would take it to around 7 o'clock in the morning. Here's the frontier. Temperatures in Bradford have already dropped to 24. Erie, they're in the 20s. Pittsburgh, you're just getting the freezing down here. Out ahead of it is this rush of warmer air, which is in the 40s. And in the lower Poconos, temperatures are in the 30s. But then keep an eye out down here in Delaware and South Jersey as we go into the day tomorrow. It's going to heat up. And you can see that cold air working its way across. But here is temperatures around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They've gotten down to 60 in southern Delaware and 50s here, 50 in Philadelphia. But here comes the cold air behind it. It's made its way to Williamsport. It's now getting into the Poconos, and it's going to seep down. This is around 6 o'clock Saturday, and you can see temperatures in the teens already back here, 20s elsewhere. 20s already down here, down in southeastern PA, temperatures have dropped into the 30s. No longer you see 60s, you see mid 40s in Delaware. And then as this kind of comes a little further south, you can see overnight. This takes you to around Sunday morning, around 7 a.m., 9 degrees in Bradford. Poconos down around 10. The Wyoming Valley, you're down in the low teens. Here you go down here in southeastern PA, you see teens again. South Jersey, low 20s. It's gotten pretty cold. Pittsburgh, teens. It's pretty chilly. And if you look way up here, you can see what could be like a zero up way up this way, heading up towards Utica and that way. But it's pretty cold up that way. It doesn't really warm up very much during the day on Sunday. This takes you to the afternoon, and you can see temperatures teens up and 20s basically across the north, and temperatures right around freezing to the south. Not much different than it's been. It really cooled off. And as we get into in the morning hours on Monday, this is around 7 a.m. Again, cold temperatures, 10 degrees, low teens to the north, 20s to the south, down here, low 20s. Pittsburgh, you're in the early 20s to low 20s here. But that's about it. Snow wise, you don't get too much. There's going to be some squall action, but that's about it. You can see here's where the squall stuff is at, and it's not very much. The darker areas here, maybe you can see an inch out of this. Now, I'm going to take you through the week, and we do have some rain coming in. This is Tuesday afternoon. You can see some showers coming into southwestern PA, and a more defined rain will move in overnight on Tuesday night into Wednesday. Some of these yellows is some moderate rain that moves in with it. It comes across the state overnight. And then around 7 a.m., you can still see it's 8 o'clock on Wednesday. You can still see it raining in the southeastern, or southeastern and eastern PA, and showers to the west. And it doesn't really go too far away. We get to around 5 in the afternoon. We still have some showers around Delaware, Jersey, Pennsylvania. It's kind of a droopy kind of a day. And you can see the showers continue into Wednesday night. And then the cold air begins to come in behind it. And there's your snow out here by Ohio, Pennsylvania border. And then it kind of tries to come across to the east. And again, you can still see there's some snow up this way. Again, this all depends on what happens off the coast. So that goes away. And this is the one I'm talking about. This is around the 8th. And you can still see there's some rain to the south. And that's because this map is saying that the energy is going to be to the west. If the energy is off the coast, this is more snow than rain. But for the gift of what we got right now, that's what it's kind of showing you. That would come across the state, and it would be snow mixed with rain, and it would go away. How much snow? Well, you know what? It's not too bad. I mean, you can still see some areas here, and see if I can get this to click. I mean, this is some pretty decent snows out here to the west, and then up in the Poconos, 3 inches or so, and it kind of extends down here towards Allentown and a dusting in North Jersey. But again, this is if the energy is to the west. This is the GFS. There is no model that's showing what I want to show, saying that there would be snow. And I think if the energy comes together over the weekend, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor, Saturday and Sunday, if the models change. And then if it starts to see that energy further to the east, then the snow amounts increase. But again, this is not what I think is going to happen as of right now. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But what I'm reading into this thing is I think there's going to be something off the coast here, and I think it tries to phase everything together. Again, we're probably talking 50-50 chance. Okay, so you naysayers out there, okay, that's what you want to hear, 50-50, that's what you want to hear. But I'm just telling you what I think. And please understand, I'm not here to sensationalize anything. I'm here to kind of tell you what's going to happen, what I think is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, tell me another weather guy that gets it right all the time, okay? I've been doing this for 10 years, on here for free. I mean, I got nothing. I'm just trying to be honest and be upfront, and I hit some of these storms right on. And yeah, I miss a couple too. Everybody does. But I'm just kind of telling you what I'm. So that's kind of where we're at. All right, everybody take care. Be safe out there. I'll update this thing tomorrow if I see the change, and Sunday definitely. All right, everybody take care.
Homes to the place we belong. Kidner Homes since 1972. Kidner Homes has known what to do. With endless floor plans, we will build your dream home with our own two hands.